It's the wrong carrier. I ran out of here like a bat out of HE double hockey sticks, man. Wearing flip flops. I was like, oh, is that? I said, there's FedEx. I'm like, wait. I'm afraid to pass. They're supposed to be here within a half an hour. Let me get over here for a second. Um, this bras are too small. Um, I gotta order some clothes. I hate the sports bras that they have now. It's so tight. Like, impossible to get on. I don't need freaking Band-Aid or whatever on my boob. I don't know where the sports bra I'm looking for. I just saw it yesterday. I don't know where it is now. Dang it. That's in the box drawer. I'm looking in there. Oh, I had to try my swimsuit on later. So I took a shower. I was probably 137 pounds when I got the swimsuit last summer. I used it like once. I don't even know where the heck. I went to the ocean. It sucks being so fat. Oh my god, it's a size 8. I'm gonna order a swimsuit in a size like 14. I don't want it too big though, because it's like you're gonna sag around your crotch. Let me go in the bathroom. I should have not put the video. I can't do this in front of the window. So this is Friday, and this is part 2 because I turned the video off. I'm super thirsty. Visualizing the clinic space. Anyways, those people. I figured out how to get stuff done. We had a broken car. I couldn't get to Celery. I wasn't driving his broken car. Had to wait for him to get up. Got a car fixed. Went to the library by myself. Had to pay 25 cents a page. Print stuff freaking wrong. Like all this. Like printed a few copies of something. And but I have a card reader. I don't know what happened to my other card reader. I don't know what happened to this card reader. I don't see it anywhere. I need to find that. It's like totally missing. I asked for text messages and email, and it said it was in Kentucky yesterday, my package, and then it said it was in Alaska, back to Kentucky, back to Alaska, and it also got scanned in Shanghai, China. Oh my god. I don't know. So I think for me, I can't. My therapist yesterday told me I need to make some family traditions with my boyfriend and my kids. And my one kid is just like, this is stupid. What do you want to do? Go spend $5,000 at Walmart? I'm like, I think that's a good idea. Like, we should get on video chat and go to Walmart and spend a bunch of money. We're just gonna buy stuff we need and food, but I get a couple clothing items and a pair of summer shoes or something. And it's an idea. Do that once a year. Everyone gets $100. Could do a Zoom meeting and show it. Do a reveal. So I'm gonna put that. Like, you said that. I was like, not a bad idea. $1 So she wanted to do something outside the house and take a picture. So she said she had memories. So my therapist is basically saying you're not doing tradition. Like, we celebrate every freaking Christmas. We celebrate every New Year's. We'd eat candy and stay up late. Sometimes we would, especially if me and Ella were working. We had our Thanksgiving, we're dirt poor. Christmas, we're dirt poor, eating popcorn, watching TV shows. We missed all the specials. The 9 o'clock Peanuts game specials. When the housing did pizza parties or soup kitchens and stuff, we'd go to those events, get some gifts, get some coats. We got some laundry bags. I wish I didn't get. I had like a whole bunch of those, maybe like 3. I got rid of all but 1. They put coats and stuff in there, which was really nice. We did. What else did we do? We did. I would go to marathon meetings at Miracles Club, and they had free food. So the meetings around the clock. They had a buffet of food. I did the 4th of July picnic every year for years. Played in the water. We used to be able to walk down the river front and got on the sand with your chairs, and everyone set up next to around the bend where you could see the fireworks from a barge downtown Portland, in the middle of between downtown and the east side, close in southeast side Portland. So that Oaks Park and the Selwood Park would be right next to that. Selwood, our friend would go to Oaks Park, but they would pay a bunch of money to get in. Normally when you go to Oaks Park on a regular day, you don't have to pay money, but when you go on 4th of July, they charge entrance. So usually you can just walk in and just get the ride ticket, or the tickets, or the bracelets. We did a lot of stuff. And days off, me and the kids would sit in the futon, watch TV, eat food. Holidays, had some sweets. We'd find meat after we stopped just having to have popcorn for dinner. Well, we'd have popcorn for dinner on a normal night. I asked for a popcorn maker from one of our sponsors, which I got still inside the house. There's a lot of stuff that we did, that was tradition for us. It's like, we don't have school today, we don't have work today, we're going to do this. We used to go, I think the thing is with people, they don't spend time with their kids. They work a lot. They're like, oh, it's grown-up time, we're going to watch the news. You kids play in the playroom. Like, have a big house, you guys play in your rooms. Me and my kids were not in work and school. They'd come to school with me. I go to school with them. They'd go to work with me. I'd go to volunteer with them. Go to work with them, with my daughter. Volunteer with both kids at the food pantry. And when we weren't in work and school, like at separate places, we were always together. The whole time they were growing up. From before I left my ex-husband to after I left my ex. We'd go to classes together. We'd go to music school together. We did volunteer work for me together. We did my work at the daycare center for 2 years together. We went together. We went on the field trips together. My daughter would get bored at the end of the day and come and help me with babies and stuff. I think it was amazing. Like, I spent every minute of my time with me and my kids together until they became adolescents and teenagers, wanted to be in their own room. So I spent over 10 years with us just clumped up together, grocery store together. Like, there wasn't 2 parents. Meetings together, picnics together. And it makes me feel bad that this guy's trying to tell me to do 2 traditions a year minimum. And it's like, well, these people just don't hang out with their kids, have their kids in a regular school. My kids were doing homeschool, web school. We were sitting up in the house with me not a job and this and that, and just stuck together, living, visiting my relatives sometimes. We used to go camping and then to the beach once a year for a while. We did the outdoor picnic at church. We did our Sunday church, and we were church far away, so we'd stop at like Big Lots and Wild Oats and Target, Winco. We probably went to People. Yeah, we'd go to People's. We'd make the rounds, come back home, check the P.O. box at the airport, and then make our way home exhausted, because it's like church is far away, so you got to wake up earlier to get there. There's always marathons and stuff I didn't know about. And it makes me feel bad, because I spent so much time. Like, I asked other people, did you spend this amount of time with your kid when they're a baby? Did you spend this amount of time? Like, people are like, oh, I'm gonna have a baby. I'm going back to work in 6 weeks. 6 weeks? Dang, I was home with my kids for 4 or 5 years. I just can't. I can't relate to not being with them 24/7. So that was our tradition, was to spend our time together. And then as they got older, they wanted nothing to do with me. They didn't want to go camping. They didn't want to go to the beach. Actually, the camping thing, when the gorge burnt down, the camping thing disappeared. But it just makes me feel like a horrible mom, you know. We spent all of our time together sitting on this futon couch watching free TV or VHS tapes, listening to records, going out on the playground together, taking walks in the neighborhood together, which we did as much as we could. Most of the time when they were very little was doing the school activities for both of us because they were in a special school, or doing the parks every day. This makes me feel like a bad mom. So I asked you, well, do you want your kids watch TV? Do you watch TV with them? Like some of these shows have cuss words, like they're like mumble under their breath. Like I was like, did you hear that? Like let me rewind. Did you hear that? And like one of my brother's ex-girlfriends was like, no, I never watch these shows with my kids. I don't know. I don't pay attention to what they're doing. And I was like, yeah, that's crazy. Because we used to have one computer, we had to share it. We'd fight over doing my OChem homework. Kids would get sick and come to school with me, so we had to be like big people and go to school. And towards the end of the year, Dr. Schusterman says, she was looking down at me, I'm in the front row, she goes, yeah, and don't worry if you have to bring your kids to school for some reason, but make sure you put them in the back of the classroom so they're not distracting, because they're cute and people are looking to see what they're doing. Oh crap, I've been bringing my kids to school whole term and they've been sitting in the front row with my son all hyper trying to hit his sister. Oh shoot, I didn't know what to think about putting them in the back. But you learn. You don't learn when you don't have anyone to teach you. You learn by experimenting. So I just feel like full of emotion. I know my boyfriend will be like, PMS, this, that, and the other. I'm going to play the video. When she does stand-up stuff, I'm doing that stand-up stuff. It's just, it is what it is. I could play the same video all day and finally get every part of it in. It looks like it's going to rain. I want to get some shoes, some in the house shoes. I had some Keds I was using for that. I'll probably be wearing my Doc Martens. They are freaking hot. They're not like the leather ones. You wear the leather ones in the summer and it's not that hot. But the plastic padded one. Gmail. I signed up when you're not supposed to do. Someone sends you letters. It's confirm your subscription with us, and click it. It's something you never heard of. You click it, and then you fill out all this personal information, and then it says it's free, and then you see subscribe now, and it says first month $9, 3 months $25. I'm like, I'm about to give them money. I don't know how to work the freaking remote. There we go. Let's see what's set. Starts in 2 hours. I was trying to text myself through Google Voice because I have, for my home on my phone, I have like 6 phone numbers, and I know the home phone. But I was overwhelmed. I couldn't see the information. Like I couldn't. And then the text was sent from a 502 number or something, 506 number. Like what the heck is that? Like it's like, do you want to add this to your no, it was sent back, I think, from a 506. Do you want to add this to your contacts? What the heck? You know what I mean? Like, what? Eventbrite. Or Eventbrite. I don't know. Eventbrite. Rebecca Entz. Quick COVID-19 survey for clinicians. Series 12. Responses required by June 1st. I'll have to do that later. Oh, there goes the FedEx truck. No, they didn't stop at my house. So talking to my friends, and I'm paranoid about social distancing, and I'm getting ready to do my follow-up appointment so I could try to get this job. And this job does not have good PPE, or like, they want you to wear gloves and a mask. They give you this really small mask, and the first day I put it on, it fell off because they use pantyhose to make the ear thing, and I'm kind of grossed. I was like, God, I hope those aren't used pantyhose. But I was so like, oh my God, like, they at least need to give us each a couple paper masks. Um, so I'm gonna have to use my own, but the clients don't wear masks, and I'm concerned about my mask protects them somewhat cotton, but their mask and my ear, I wore it in the store last week to test it out. My ears were like this when I finally stretched it out to try to get it to go on. This lady's doing the exercises. I gotta take a shower. I'm sweaty and dirty. I slept pretty well last night, and I laid in this position with my leg over the other leg, but like draped over, so you're like not on your stomach, but you're not on your side. You're kind of in between. I was so comfortable. I did a couple of, like, I exaggerated the movement. I was so comfortable. So I can't complain about having this bed. If I sit in it all weekend, it hurts my back. If I sit in that chair all weekend, it hurts my back. So I need to get another chair. We need to do something with the furniture. I almost wish we had, like, someone asked about building a patio. Kind of wish we did have a patio outside of here where we could. You ever want to, like, just place your furniture outside and wash it off and clean the floors real well and, like, empty out drawers and stuff? Like, my one neighbor used to take stuff out. He was a pedophile. I don't trust him. She's doing the exercise I did the other day. Dang it. Let's see. 3 new messages. Call for speakers. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Submit an abstract on endocrinology, neurology, and immunology that you have had extensive, successful clinical experience with. No, I can't say I have. Let's see, neurology, let me think. I don't know if that's just neural, like, that, or psychological disorders. Immunology and endocrinology. I would say I don't have extensive clinical. I can give you a report about it, but I don't have any pearls of wisdom. There was a speaking event in Japan last summer, and I was dating this guy, and I wanted to do the event and write a abstract so that I could see if I could get selected to travel. And I wish I had done it. And last year was for my body, doing the yoga and going to the gym and jogging. After not being able to do all this because of the car accident, and my jog is slower than my walk, I swear, and definitely slower than my son's walk. It's just emotions. I couldn't even, like, I had to stop a lot. Like, I couldn't breathe. I used to inhale talcum powder as a child that has shower to shower brand. My lungs felt like they were burning, and I don't know if I have fibrosis. Like, it's like you have fibrotic lung disease. You can have COPD. You can have 2 different types. There's like the elasticity. There's the type, the COPD, like where your lungs stay expanded and they don't shrink back down. So that's like, you need to get rid of the air that's in there. And then there's like the restrictive, like it won't like open up all the way. I felt so sick. I was puking out blood. Like, it was a nightmare. Before the car accident, I used to jog around Portland State, and there's times that I didn't do much walking outside in the summer. Sorry, the winter in Portland. And then we were going on a walk across the street, and I felt like I was having a heart attack. I couldn't breathe. Like, just going across the street, like, yeah, it's a little bit farther than checking your mail. And my dad had said that I had said there was a skipped beat, I think a split S1. And my dad had said that he had some kind of condition, and my friend had diagnosed it, and I have no idea what it is. and she gets things mixed up, and they did an EKG, and she diagnosed something, and my teacher was gone, and the next week, he said, I looked at your EKG, because you're concerned, your classmate did the leads wrong. She placed them in the wrong positions. So now, when I was in one of my palpation, or my clinical classes, somebody has heard, I think it was either split S1, I think it was split S1, it could have been split S2. I don't know, a heartbeat. And they're like, oh, teacher, come here. And they're like, oh my gosh, nobody's diagnosed you with this? Like, no. They're like, because we were students, you're so careful. Like, when you're new and you're a student and you're a new doctor, you're so careful, and you have all this knowledge about how to do things the right way in your mind. And if you can hold on to that when you get into practice, like, you don't want to get lazy and not hold on to what you learned. I hear my keys. It sounds like the dog is upstairs. That's the best practice, in my opinion. Because people are saying, well, I asked them, like, how is it to see students? Isn't it scary? Like, actually, students are probably the best ones, because they're going to teach you. But I've had, like, surgery, mammogram and biopsy on my breast, and that resident at OHSU was digging through my breast. I was crying and screaming, and it was so much pain. I didn't use enough local anesthesia. It was a nightmare. I'm not even going to lie about how much of a nightmare it was. And the doctor, this Asian lady, was yelling at me for lying about not being, like, there's no way you can feel that. There's no way you can feel that. Blah, blah, blah. Like, all I have to do, when we're in minor surgery, I did a few minor surgery shifts. When we're in minor surgery, guess what we do? We take a sharp needle, like they do at the dentist, and you say, can you feel this? Can you feel this? Can you feel, if you're doing surgery right here, can you feel this? Yes. Okay, we're going to put more anesthesia. We're going to wait 2 minutes, and we're going to do that again. Can you feel this? No, you can't feel it. I'm going to push a little bit more. Can you feel this? No, I can't feel it. Just the pressure. Okay, we're ready to cut. Anytime you tell us. Or maybe not raise that hand. Anytime you tell us to stop if you feel anything. Because this stuff doesn't last very long. And you can put epinephrine in it. So imagine me in a doctor's office at a world-renowned institution and having them tell me I'm lying. I said, I used to use substances to numb my body. And I used this at a very young age, including over-the-counter pain relief. And I do a lot of cayenne and pepper and stuff. You got, like, the freaking P fiber, or the P fiber pain channels get kind of burnt out. You get to be where you use so many substances that you have a low threshold for pain, because now, like, if you were numbing your body from age 7 to age 27, when you clean up and detox, then you start to feel things super intense. Your body is created to be like a vessel of life, and it's like pain is a sign that says danger, I need to do something else. Coughing is a sign, headaches, like everything that your body does is a sign. So while you're developing, there's a survival mechanism in your body, in your hormones, things that you're born with, innate behaviors and immune system, and learned and innate instinctual things that you do, or you're taught by whoever is raising you, even if that's a TV, books, and your body is going to form itself so that it's able to adapt and be protected and to fight against what needs to be fought on the outside of this body, and to bring in what's nourishing, and to bring that into the body. So when you're messing with your brain with substances, and it's like you stub your toe, you can't feel it. It's like your body, I feel like, and I don't have any documentation about this, your body would say, oh, excuse me, I can't feel it. Let me turn it up a notch, the sensor. Like you have like maybe people walk into your yard and you have the light sensor go off. You know what I mean? It's not picking up my movement. Turn up the sensor so that as soon as I walk into the driveway, it turns on, right? And don't make it over like a leaf blows in the wind, it comes on. So you dilate it. You shut off all those substances. It's overdoing it. So you have a low threshold for pain and a high threshold of substances that your body will say, okay, that lidocaine in my teeth is working, or that Novocaine, or that Tylenol, or that cream is, it's like, it might not even work at all. You might have 3 times the dose of somebody else, and it might not work at all. It's crazy. And they think you're lying. Like, what am I, drug seek a freaking injection of some crap that you're sticking in my body that I don't even want in the first place? Like, I heard of people getting C-sections with acupuncture points being used to numb the pain, but the points, it's not like just acupuncturist comes in, puts in the points, and you lay down and have your abdomen cut. It's like they have to keep tweaking the needles. I've heard of stuff like that. I was like, every time I went to go to my acupuncturist, in fact, I'm gonna call my acupuncturist. I see a lot of bikes going down the street. I don't have anything. It's 10:30. I didn't go do my walk because of this. The air conditioner's not on because of this package. Let's imagine. Let's just imagine. I'm gonna write this lady back. Well, let me turn the sound down. That's what got me before, huh? Maybe I already did. Let's imagine that money's not an object. Let's just make a day where you say you have the next 10 years. You have an unlimited amount of money. You can do whatever you want with it. So first, I'm going to go to my investment accounts, and I'm going to put investments in. I'm going to spread $5,000 between some accounts, business accounts and personal accounts, children's accounts. Just spread it evenly. I mean, $5,000 to start. Next, I'm going to purchase a piece of land, cheap, that needs to be remodeled. And I'm going to hire someone to do the septic tank, the electricity and plumbing. And I'll see if my partner would do the rest and myself, or if we need to hire somebody. Get a permit for everything and do that. Next, I would have 2 to 3 properties together. 3 properties. Let's have one for us. Let's have 4 properties. 4 lots. One for me and my partner. One for the children. And the kids who I have to share. Maybe make it into a duplex. Like, his kids and my kids. They can have a common area, maybe. You do a duplex with a common area. You own the house. Let's put a common area. Sometimes they have basements with laundry facilities. You could do that. And you could set it up for 2 laundry facilities. And you know the church has those big curtains that go down the middle. We could do that. So they could have toys, pool tables and stuff down there. And then, so this property is me and my partner. This one is for the children. But it's duplex, so you can rent one side out, how the kids stay in the other. Like, you guys have to share a 3-bedroom apartment. And then, our duplex house. I want this one to be my retreat center. And I want this property to be my clinic. And with my clinic, I also want a store attached to it that's leasing the space for myself. So that's a separate entity. Trinket Health and Home LLC. I want to get a van. I don't necessarily want a Ford, but I want like one of those. You see those little tiny Ford work vans that people put flowers and stuff in? I want one of those for both companies. We'll just have to get one of each. Because we might have to hire somebody. So have one for the clinic and one for the other things. So the clinic one is going to have space to take and deliver packages. It's going to have a place for a lab. And it's going to have a place like, you know how they have mobile dental vans and stuff where you can go inside and get stuff done. It's going to have one like that too. Where the patients can come inside, sit on a little row seat here, have this seat here, blood draws, physical exams. I used to see a mobile pet wash van parked outside my window, the last place we lived. Um, the retreat center is going to be, I want it to be similar to Dr. Fruha. I want a sauna, a big one, like 15 people sauna. He had like mats upstairs on a loft so people could sleep. And downstairs he had a big meeting room where we could meditate and do presentations. And he had sunken rock areas, I think with plants growing out of them. Like, I don't know, bonsais growing out in the country. Lots of parking. Take your shoes off at the front door. Beautiful kitchen. Went through his kitchen. We had some food. We went through his kitchen. I was like, he has all the same brands of stuff that I have, but he's a world-renowned doctor, teacher, and acupuncturist. And I was like, I started this stuff because of my dad, not because of this medical school, but it's interesting to see your choices. I could use an orange right now. I'm going to make some orange juice. Should I make orange mixed with carrot? That sounds so gross. I need to get rid of my ginger, too. It's all rotten. So I'll do maybe lemon, ginger. Oh, sorry. Lemon, ginger. Lemon, ginger, orange sounds good, actually. Lemon, ginger, orange with... It needs a sweetener, though. It's going to be tart. Gosh, I have 3 oranges, or at least 1 orange in there. It's just a juice. I have a bunch of carrots. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to push stop, and I'm going to juice an orange. It's already set up my juicer. I'm going to juice an orange. And I'm not going to clean it out yet. And then I'm going to come back and juice some carrots. And then I'm not going to clean it out. Actually, I'll clean it out because I have some celery. I had a dream about the celery. I have some celery, but I got celery juice from that place that probably, it's already been juiced. That's probably what I should do, is drink that celery juice. Because it's already been made on Monday or Tuesday. And it's already Friday. Yeah, I gotta drink that because it's gonna lose nutrients. So maybe tomorrow, maybe tonight, I could drink all that, sip on that all day, and then drink the orange juice tonight, or just eat an orange. I don't have any watermelon. I had some blueberries, a few rotten ones, a few moldy ones I had to get rid of from Whole Foods. I kept it. I'm lucky that it didn't go bad any sooner. She's doing all sit-down exercises, so I'm going to change the video to standing up. I don't know if my package just got detained from China. I should have ordered the PPE separate from the shoe inserts and stuff. If I didn't have any money issues, I would get like a Prius or something and drive to my kids, like right now. And I'd get like a electric Kia, like a dual, like electric / fuel, and SUV, and get a really small, either get a really small RV or get a truck with the back on it, the camper back, which those are kind of expensive. I heard. Oh, is it a 5th wheel? No, it's not even a 5th wheel. You just have the truck, because then you have the truck. You can't go under low things, but you can drive in the lanes and parking spots like a truck. Maybe a little bit wider. Like Lucky Lou. That would be something, wouldn't it? I don't even know if I would like that. To get that and like a mosquito tent, like those ones you can walk and put around a picnic table. Get one of those tents that connects to a tent, another tent that you can lay down in and sit down in, and have the protection on the mosquito tent. Like, not protection, but privacy screen. Privacy screen and sun and rain protection. So you'd have, if we stopped somewhere, campground, we could have some space. So just sitting in the truck, we could have a picnic table space and another tent to just, whether you take a nap or your partner's still asleep in the truck, you can go over there with the computer, read a book, and move around and exercise and talk on the phone and stuff. And I would get all of the gadgets that you can travel and be online and keep the business going. And I'd get a truck with the back seat so I could put some crates of, put the food in one and put my eBay stuff in another, and just every time we get to a place, change the shipping destination so we could ship it from that post office. And take more than 2 weeks. That 2 weeks sounds like a long time. Take more than 2 weeks to drive across the country, see the kids. And we have one plant. We take the plant with us. So we have storage, and I don't know. So that's the thing about building the clinic out here. What if I want an airplane right now? All the stuff I need for my clinic that's here, it's not necessarily on my computer. I have paper copies of a few things. I'm trying to see about not printing a whole bunch of paper copies of stuff. So I don't want to do this juice thing, guys. I don't want to deal with it. I need a clean jar to do to pour the juice in, because I don't feel like using my cup. Because the other day, he asked if I wanted tea and stuff. I know my cup is being contained. So this is gross. I don't even want this. I'm scared of celery juice, but I got celery like a month ago that I was supposed to juice, and I didn't do it. Oh shoot! I just spilled this cheese on the floor. He didn't eat the rest of my pasta sauce of the cheese. I should have just dumped it all into the thing. Anyways, it's 10:30. My package isn't here. I'm really disappointed about that. It was supposed to be here by 10:30. We paid for expedited shipping, and it was supposed to be here yesterday, and it got stuck in customs, so they delayed it. And I thought it was local, but I said, I saw something that said it was in Shanghai again. I was like, what did they do? Ship it from China to Kentucky to Alaska, back to Kentucky, back to Alaska, and then to China again. So I'm really concerned, but there's nothing I can do about it. So I'm going to pour this juice into here, and I'm going to show you what my face looks like. Oh my gosh. That was a bad idea. Oh my god. Very, very bad. Very bad, son. Oh, sorry. I have my keys. Very, very bad. Sorry about the accent thing. That's what came out of my mouth. Where's my phone?